All right, guys, we are back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And today, guys, I want to talk a little bit about Shakur Stevenson and the criticism that he got coming from Keith one-time Thurman. Now, before we do that, I want to talk about Keith Thurman. You guys know he does have a fight coming up tomorrow night in Sydney, Australia. Now, he'll be taking on a young guy by the name of Brock Jarvis. I did do a video on that one just previously yesterday, and I kind of gave somewhat of a prediction. I said he would probably stop Brock Jarvis within 6 rounds, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably round number 5. And the reason that I think that is because of Keith Thurman's superior skill set. I know he's been out of the ring for some years now, so I'm expecting some ring rust. But, you know, we know Keith Thurman, you know, he is a masterclass boxer. He has great footwork, great speed. He has respectable power. He has a high boxing IQ. He's a student of the game. And when I looked at Brock Jarvis, because I wasn't really familiar with him, you know, I didn't see a lot of, you know, great attributes about his fight game. You know, I just saw a guy who was average at best, lacking a jab, stiff and robotic, no head movement, overly aggressive at times. And I did watch the fight with Liam Payro where he got stopped with a straight left in the first round. So I don't really give him a whole lot of chances at beating Keith Thurman. He has a puncher's chance, but that's about it in my opinion. And I just think Keith Thurman, even though he's been out of the ring, I think he has enough tools in his arsenal to make this an easy fight. So it's going to be a nice highlight reel, in my opinion, for Keith Thurman. And if he does get past Brock Jarvis, I think he's going to go into a fight with Tim Tszyu. Now, you guys know he was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu before, but he had to pull out of that fight due to injury. In steps Sebastian Fundora, and Sebastian Fundora winds up capturing the WBO title as well as the WBC title. You guys know what happened with that. But anyway, if you do want to watch that fight and you're in the United States, you can actually watch that fight for free. And it's going to be on the PBC's YouTube channel. So it's going to be 9 a.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time. And it'll be, I'm in Central Time, so it'll be 8 o'clock at my time. But, you know, you got to get up a little bit early. But the good news is you don't have to get up early as you do to watching a Nui fight. You know, you guys know you got to get up at 4 or 5 in the morning to watch one of those fights. But it's free, guys, you know, so you can't really complain about that. So make sure you tune in for the fight. Leave your predictions in the comment section, who you think is going to win this fight, and if you think there's going to be a knockout. Now, let me talk about Keith Thurman criticizing Shakur Stevenson. Now, he pretty much criticized Shakur Stevenson for, I would say, not fighting the best competition at 135. And I will say this, I agree, and I also disagree with Keith Thurman's perspective on this. I will agree that Shakur Stevenson hasn't fought the best at 135, but I will say this, it's not for lack of trying. He's tried to fight a lot of these guys. We know he tried to get a fight with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. We know he tried to fight Frank the Ghost Martin. We know he tried to get a fight with Vasily Lomachenko. We know he tried to get a fight with George Kambosos Jr. We know he tried to fight Devin Haney when Devin Haney was at 135. We know he tried to fight William Zepeda. And we also know he wanted to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. So it's not that he doesn't want any smoke. He's just not getting any action. So I don't understand why Keith is criticizing him for that. Even Keith's been in this situation, but he was on the other end, of course. You know, it was Errol Spence Jr. chasing him, looking for an opportunity, and he didn't want to fight Errol Spence Jr. So, you know, I got to kind of call Keith Thurman out on this. Even though I'm a fan of Keith Thurman, you guys know I keep it real with the people on the channel here. I think he's out of pocket just a little bit when it comes to Shakur Stevenson. Now, as far as Shakur goes, he's a young guy. You know, he's a champion. I think he'll have these opportunities. He'll be able to get these opportunities. He's just been unlucky so far. And I just think, you know, time will tell. I think Shakur Stevenson has a great skill set. I think he'll be a great fighter, but we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to get my 2 cents on that, guys. You guys let me know what you think about the fight tomorrow. Let me know what you think about Keith Thurman criticizing Shakur Stevenson, about, not fighting 135. Do you agree with me or do you agree with him? You guys let me know about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.